Hey everybody, this is Dale Calvert. I just want to share some real quick thoughts with you that if you're serious about building a network marketing organization, creating the long-term residual income that's available, building a real business with real customers that you can pass down to your family, uh, those days are diminishing very quickly, honestly. And some of you are as old as I am. You remember back in 1995 when Success Magazine came out with the article, We Create Millionaires. And it was like the industry was on top of the world. There was people in every company that had never been involved in network marketing had joined, and within 3 to 5 years were creating a six-figure income. I mean, in multiple companies. And that was the world in which we lived in 95. And of course, we all know what's going on today, which is basically the profession is no longer a business. It's a big social club. It's a lot of people blowing smoke and telling people what they want to hear and just pulling, your group of followers together and keeping them trying to promote and sell products, and nobody's developing any leadership. Everything I talk about on all my podcast. And I guess my point tonight is the thing that I want people to understand. If you and the members of your team are not adding 3 to 5 brand new people every single month until you're ready to retire, you and every member of your team, you will never be able to create momentum in an organization. You have to get your skill sets, your mindsets, and your prospecting techniques, your lead generation games to a point where you can recruit 3 to 5 new people every single month. And if you do that and you're with the right company at the right time in history, you can control your financial destiny in this profession. If you don't do that, you won't, and you shouldn't expect to. Success in network marketing is not hanging around 18 months, 2 years, and now your auto ship's free. That's not success. So I talk about that and a couple of other concepts that I think will be valuable for open-minded, career-minded network marketers. It's this video training is at MLMsuccess.com. The numeral 3-secrets. You can see it right here. So that's the first concept. And the thing that the network marketing profession in the United States, we've become such a get rich quick mentality. We've gotten so far away from the core fundamentals that builds real teams and the ability to be able to distinguish between what's a good opportunity and what's one that I should probably avoid. And then basically, I remember when I started in the profession years ago, the first two realities that hit me like a ton of bricks. The first two was, number one, the work ethic in this country stinks. And some of you are laughing because I know you've heard me say this a million times, but this was the first two major realities that hit me. And I'm talking about in 1980. The work ethic in this country stinks and people lie. Those were the two things that hit me in the beginning. Now, back then, you could get through enough people and find enough people that were sincerely looking for opportunity, were teachable, wanted to go to work. And, when I first started, network marketing was the only game in town. It's not any longer. It's not. There's many different opportunities for people. So it's no longer the only game in town. And again, I could go down so many different rabbit trails. But the reason I wanted to just jump on here is because I was looking for this earlier and I can't find it. I was looking for this original picture. I knew it was on Amazon. And this is actually a picture. I don't think, yeah. You can kind of see the line of people. They were wrapped all around this building and outside. This was actually at a book signing that I was doing in Budapest, Hungary. And I remember this was probably the first time I went to Budapest was probably 10 years ago. And over the years, I've had the opportunity to travel and for different companies and organizations and speak at events all around the world, Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, everywhere, all over. And it's been extremely eye-opening. Uh, it's been eye-opening uh, because of the hunger that people have for being their own boss, controlling their own destiny, going to work, and being free. And some of you will probably remember the first time you ever went to like Mexico. I remember the first time I ever went to Mexico, and when you cross over the border and you see the poverty that people are living in just right over the border, it's really heartbreaking. And then you think about people that lived under communist rule for years and years, and then the opportunity to get away from that and get out of that and be involved in the free enterprise system, the thankfulness that people have. It's something that the United States, people in the U.S. take for granted. I've always said if you want a 9-to-5 job, you can go to a communist country and have that. And people get involved in different home business models and companies that don't make sense, that will never really scale. And it's sad because in my mind, I've always said network marketing is the number one opportunity in the world to help average people with above average desire to create wealth. And I think in the United States, we don't appreciate that at the level that we should any longer. And again, we didn't in 1980, honestly, when I started in the industry, but people really don't now. And they spend so little time considering what company they should be with, what team they should be with, where is that company in the whole scope of things, who am I listening to, and people. The thing is when you're finding mentorship, it's who is this person? Why am I listening to them? Because the profession as a whole, especially the last 20 years, has listened to the wrong people. The wrong people. They just have. We all know that have been around for a while. So anyway, I got an email tonight from a company that I'm trying to make sure it remains anonymous. I've done some teaching and training for them and done seminars for them, consulting over the years. And they were listing the names of the people that are doing the best. They had a contest going on, and they're doing recognition for the top people in this contest. And as I was going down through this, and I think people that know me know that, you know, my love for human beings is my love for human beings, and anybody that's willing to work and has an entrepreneurial spirit, I don't care what country they came from. I will support them just like I would support anybody. And again, I think most network marketers would. But I just found it interesting, so please don't take this wrong. But as I was going through this, it was kind of amazing to me because if you go down here and you look at these names, most are Latin, Spanish, some I know are Nigerian names. But if you just look at the names of these people, Martinez and Torres, Gonzalez and Ruiz, and we can go, and I'm not going to go through because the whole list is like this. Okay. The whole list. And this is a U.S. based company. It's a U.S. based company. So we're at a point in the United States where there's got to be changes in this profession. And again, I've been talking about this forever. And I mean, I have. And I don't really ever see it recovering. But I think the other key point that I would want to make, number one is 3 to 5 people a month. If you're not doing that, if the leaders on your team aren't doing that, you will never create momentum. Never. It's not going to happen. There's not just some magic foo-foo dust that's going to fall on your team and all of a sudden everybody's going to have the skill sets and mindsets and prospecting methods to enroll 3 to 5 new customers/team members every month. It's not going to happen. So if you're not there, that's where your 100% focus should be. How am I generating leads? What am I doing? How are my presentations? What's my play 1? What's my play 2? And all the things I've talked about for years. Because the bottom line is this: you have to have a product or service that you don't have to sell, that people want. If people want what you're selling, you'll get rich. That's a quote from Success Magazine. And I did an in-depth private webinar about this for our team members. It was called The Emotional State of the Market Determines Your Financial Success. If you're a serious student in this profession, I sincerely believe this would be time well spent. It's private on YouTube, and I'm not going to take it off being private. But here is the link right here. And you can, I guess, stop this video. And if you want to see it bad enough, it doesn't matter to me whether you watch it or not, honestly. I'm just trying to be of value here. But, there's the link, and you can copy it. YouTube, this link, this long, terrible URL, and pull it up. Because if you do have the direct link, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the direct link just to help anybody out that wants to see this. I'll put the direct link below this video in the description. But anyway, the United States, the work ethic stinks. We have a sense of entitlement. We don't pay attention to, we don't evaluate business opportunities, especially within network marketing, the way that we should. We never ask the leader of the team, it's like, I cannot tell you how many hundreds of times over the years with consulting calls with people, and they say, well, I spent 5 years, following this guru or on this team in this specific company. And they say, I said, why did you join? Well, I have a job that I can't stand, and I want to be full time. And how long you been at it? 8 years. 8 years. Did you ask your leader how many people they've been able to help that they've personally recruited and worked with and trained and helped them become full time? Well, no, I never thought about that. So again, I just think we have to think better. We have to think deeper. We have to stop and say, hey, if this is what I want to do, then I need to find the right company, right team, right opportunity at the right time in history. And there's going to be some skill sets that I'm going to have to develop. I'm going to spend some time in developing those skills. There's more to this business than just hopping on my upline Zoom call once a week and let them give me a virtual high five and make me feel good about the fact that I stayed on auto ship one more month. You say, well, Dale, you're being pretty... No, that's what I see. That's just what I see. And believe me, I search for progress. I search for people in companies that are doing it right and working hard and progressing. And at one time, every company was full of those people. I don't see it today. And I know that's the answer. So if you want to, go check out this training. If anything I've said has made sense, I think understanding this concept will serve you well the rest of your career. I'll shut up. You guys have a great one. I appreciate it. This is Dale Calvert. Check out our podcast if you want over at MLM Success. If you have any comments, I'll read and right now I'm trying to respond to most comments on videos when I can. But I'm heading to Florida for a week, so y'all have a good one. Talk to you later.